Well, well, ladies and gentlemen of the audience and people who are just joining me. Um, so, my name is Mike Camo and I am the creator, the proprietor of this, or creator of this new series. This is going to be the MC radio show. This is going to be episode 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to these. This is not going to be like the vlog format. I'm not going to say such and such. So today is radio show episode number 1. This is going to be the introductory episode here on August 25th, August 26th, 2019. And ready to tell you guys what's going on. So, yes, everybody, this is the new format, and I'm not going to talk like I'm doing a journal entry. So as you guys knew in the past, I'm sorry, but the first 2-3 minutes of this radio show is going to be me just talking on what's going to happen. So this is not going to be, this is a new format, a new setup. These are going to be slightly longer. My vlogs usually were about 7-8 minutes. They could go almost to about 10. The maximum was like 25. These are going to be between 15 and 25. So it's definitely going to be different, and the topics are going to be different because this is a radio show, and I figured since I have the radio DJ headset on, or I'd do this a little bit differently. I'm not going to talk. I will talk about daily stuff, and maybe I'll talk about daily stuff that I'm encountering. Maybe I'll add in something that's happened at work, and all the discussion for 15 minutes. But so yeah, guys. My audience now. So welcome back to the first radio episode of the MC Radio Show. I'm your host and your, not your disc jockey, but your talking host, Mike Camo here at the formerly known as the Vlog Corner and known as Camo's Log. It is now known as the MC Radio Show. So thought I'd get it started off by just telling you how long these are going to be, what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to get right into the topic. The topic I want to talk about today for the next 14 to 15 minutes is the reason why I think it's important to help others and be thankful and be mindful of other people's struggles, because a lot of people will overlook other people when they're struggling. They may not want to get involved. Maybe it's too much for them. Maybe they don't have the time or the effort or the money, or the time of the effort or the patience for it. But there's always a good Samaritan, and you guys know I play and for those of you who are subscribed to me, all 38 of you, including Toriel G, will know that I'm good Samaritan. I help out people, my friends, both YouTube and at work. The reason why I say this is because you learn this you learn this lesson actually sitting in church, actually, or in Sunday school. For those of you guys know, I'm actually Catholic, so I'm not going to preach to you guys, but I'm just going to tell you why I think this is the sort of thing. So, what people have a tendency to do, and you guys may know the Bible story, because why not? It's usually people that are good Samaritans. That's the Bible story I'm referencing, the Good Samaritan, that random Good Samaritan. There's that one person that will come up out of nowhere and will help another person that is struggling. No matter how bad the situation is, no matter how bad they look, there's always going to be somebody who stops, pulls over, and helps the other person. I've done that for my friends, and because there's a lot of people that don't understand them and don't want to take the time to sacrifice the energy. And for those people, I don't know what's wrong with people that don't want to pull over and help out other people. I help out my friends and maybe other people, and try to be generous to other people, helping them out. That's the reason why I'm in retail, because I don't mind asking somebody if they need help or finding something. But the Bible story I'm referencing is that it's a Bible story. I forget which verse it is. I'll have to look this up. I'll put it in the description if I remember it. But there's that Bible story where the man's traveling on the road, and he's traveling along, trying to get to another city, and some bandits come along, rob him, beat him up severely. Don't even beat him to within inches of his life. And this was in biblical times, by the way. So bandits have not changed since the Bible. They just don't care about your life. They just want your money, your belongings, whatever. And if you don't give it, and they don't care about your life, so they'll do that. And man's there for quite a long time, and people, person after person, ends up passing him, not wanting to get involved, not wanting to take the time. But there's that one guy that goes over the side of the road, looks at him, examines him, puts him on his horse or his caravan, and takes him to the next town where he's treated for all of his injuries. And the man is known as the Good Samaritan because, I don't think he had his name. I'll have to look it up, but he ends up. The man did not have to do it. The man went out of his way to help this guy, even though he was trying to get to another destination himself. He went out of his way to help this man get the assistance he needed, and obviously do something that every single passerby didn't want to do, because they didn't want to get either. It's the fear of getting involved or investing too much time, because it's almost a metaphor. Like, we're in our travels in life, there's some people that we don't really want to help out because either we overlooked them, like they're not worth our time. You look at somebody who's addicted to drugs or alcohol, you got to remember at the end of the day that they're a human being. They have just fallen on hard times or luck, and they couldn't handle life, and society got really, things got really hard for them, and we overlook those people because they don't want to help themselves. They don't have the best attitudes. But it kind of reminds me when I help all my friends, actually. I try to be a good Samaritan. The one person I'm a good Samaritan to, I'm a good Samaritan to all my friends, but one person I'm a good Samaritan to, and I've learned to spread that to all my friends now, was when April broke her wrist, and um, and no one really wanted to help her out. No one was really, and I just came out of nowhere and started helping. And we've been teammates for a couple of years, but she ended up trusting me over time. We ended up getting to know each other a little bit better, and we ended up trusting each other, and we got to know each other for a very long time. And we're still doing very well, and we still know each other. So, and it's because of that random act of kindness. She didn't ask for it. She did not ask for it. I just came out of the blue, and I just started helping her out, and she appreciated me for it. Obviously, there was a fallout, but I came back and helped her out. She didn't ask for that either. It took a little while for her to accept that maybe I was trying to help her out. And she was a little bit confused, unfortunately, because she was going through a breakup that was hell. And she was also going through some burnout. And that all compounded on her, and it was really bad. I feel that I was semi the cause, but at the end of the day, I had my troubles as well. During that time, I had family troubles, so that's probably kind of slanted the problems a little bit, but it should have been a little bit better. But I was willing to go back and help her out any way I could, and just be that one guy, that unspoken hero who just never quits or just never backs down from a challenge. And I never back down from a challenge because I'm always willing to help out people and make them better, and they're always willing to do the same in return. And all my friends have done that in spades. Megan has done that in spades. Tom has done that exceptionally in spades because he's always managed to teach me something. April did the same thing. So all my friends have paid me back for the help I've given them. They've always paid me back in some way, shape, or form. So I'm never through love and support. So, and that's the best wealth you can have: rich in support and love, of course, the two biggest wealths in the world. Not money, not greed, not any vices. That right there. And I get better and better each time with it, because the Good Samaritan always goes out of his way to improve himself as well and do more for people. And it's just one of those things that has made me a stronger human being. That Bible story has definitely done its job. But, there's also negative aspects, like the guys who passed that stranger. It's funny how our world has changed, and how we're all so full speed, fast speeds. We don't care about slowing down for another person or caring for another person. It is doable. You just got to know how to do it without it becoming it's really not an inconvenience if you help somebody out, because you can further yourself, because that person could help you out in return when you fall in hard times. And I've had that happen to me as well. I've helped people out. I fell in hard times. People help me out. If you can sacrifice the time for something, sacrifice the time, because you'll get a lot further with it, and you'll be able to make decisions better. You'll know how it feels to help somebody out, and just not leave them hanging on the side of the road like that poor traveler who was attacked by the bandits. And and it's also down to the fact that there's some nasty people out there that just don't care. So they're all one-track minded, and all they care about is just doing a couple of things and just getting away in life. Not saying that's all people. That's some people in the world. You know who you are, pretty much. I can almost remember every time I helped out one of my friends that they'd smile and say, "Oh, you're good. You really know what's going on. You're calm. You know what to say." I always feel calmer with you. You always want me to. I always feel safe running something by you and gauging things out. And my friends always seem to be good. I mean, Tom will ask me advice, and he seems to be doing well. So, um, and it's one of those things. Um, I just think it's important to stop for a few minutes and to just talk to somebody and see what's going on in the world, because you don't know what you're going to learn or who you're going to run into. Even if it's not talking to the person and observing them, you, you'll know what their tendencies are. Um, and then you help out if something comes if something comes sorry if something comes up. um, that's the reason why it's so important to be helpful, guys. And I always try to improve how I help people. I'm not always perfect. My friends will tell you that, um, because they're going to want me to improve. I'm going to want them to improve, and it's got to go back and forth. So yeah, um, guys. It's That's the one Bible story that influenced how I help people and why I care for people and why I take the time out of my day to talk to people and be good to them. And if I don't, then I'm going to improve my game. And my friends know that as well because they've been around me a long time. And I know I can improve my game because you never know because you always want to sharpen your techniques when you're helping somebody out. So, all right, guys, this is Mike Mo for the first episode of the MC Radio Show on August 25th, 2019, here for the first episode. Um, I bid you guys a good night, and I just want to say before I end, long live this great country, long live democracy, long live our freedom and our rights. Pray for my grandparents' souls and spirits, and my grandmother. Pray for my friends for their successes, Tom, Megan, and April. Mike Mo here for the first one, signing off for tonight. I will see you guys in the next one on Wednesday night. I will see you, and this ends the broadcast for today. And that's the way it is. Quote unquote Walter Cronkite, if you guys want to know that one.